Well, first of all, excuse my tired face. Today is Wednesday, the day I'm recording this video, and last night it was the archives, so it was brutal. I don't know if you guys try to get anything from the archives before, but it can be really stressful if you don't have the right strategy. So before we get into this video and I show you some comparison between Berry Jumper and the Gaspard Jumper, I want to talk really briefly about the archives. If you're not interested, just jump to the next part. So the archives, Sezane does not do sales like 10% off, 20% off during the year. They are a brand that does not work like that, but they do have twice a year something called the archives, which is basically pieces from previous collections that are discounted. They can be 5% discounted, 10% discounted, 50% discounted. So it's a really good moment to score something if you have been wanting that piece, or if you don't want to pay full price like on the collection, you can just wait next year and try to get it. But the problem is, once they release the pieces and once the archives is live, basically everything is gone. So it's really fast. This time they did the archives on Wednesday, which I think it makes slightly easier to get things than on a Sunday, because Sunday everybody is home and most people are home, and on Wednesday people normally work. I was able to get some pieces because I had a wish list before, and I knew that some of them, would be gone in seconds, so I decided to get right away. So I got the Ecru jumper and a couple of shorts and a few things that I'm going to share with you guys. This zig jacket was like 50% off, so I really wanted to try. So those pieces are really good and they are meaningful to me. I really wanted to try them because I lack of them in my wardrobe, especially the shorts. I don't have a lot of shorts, and I think after I got the Robin shorts in green, I noticed that I was really into shorts a lot more than before, and that made things easier for me during the summer especially, and spring as well, because I was able to pair that with a lot of knits and also tank tops. So anyways, I decided to get these and I'm happy that I got, but so many pieces that I looked and I said, oh, this is so nice, they were just gone or like in another basket. So in another basket means it's either not available anymore, like ever, or someone has that in their basket but they haven't checked out yet. So you have a chance of scoring this. Maybe if the person decides to not get the piece or just cancels the order, you can still get that. So sometimes you have to refresh the page and make sure that you get it. So the strategies that I would say if you're trying to get something from the archives, especially because it will be Act 2 very soon, and if you were not able to find something you liked in this one, you can definitely find in the next one if you use the right strategy. So what I would do is I would write down exactly the items that you like. Sezane has a Pinterest file, like they have a lot of files from previous collections, so you can take a look and you can write down the name of those pieces. You won't be able to access them on the website, but you can write those names in a place like a little journal or whatever you want. Can be also on your cell phone, anything. And then instead of going to the website at 9:30 Paris, you have to go a little bit before. So I was there at 3:10 a.m., which is 9:10 a.m. for them, and I didn't see anything available. I actually wonder if they released those pieces before in France and then they open for the rest of the world. I'm not sure. It's really hard to say because you would have to talk to someone. So if you live in France or if you live in Europe, let me know if you're able to find anything at 9 a.m. Paris, because I tried and nothing was there. I was able to find my first item at 3:17, which is 9:17, and then the next item I wanted was already in another basket. So it was really crazy, but I'm glad that I was able to find a few things, and also I'm glad that I didn't go crazy getting too many things. One thing that was funny is that I accidentally ordered shorts twice. So I don't know what happened. I was probably too sleepy, and I tried to get the William shorts and the Robin shorts, and I got them, and then I decided to go back real quick and try to get another order, because that's one thing you shouldn't do. You should not wait 30 minutes. You know, when you're buying from Sezane, you have 30 minutes to check out and your items will still be in your cart. I don't think it's like this for the archives. It's much faster. I noticed sometimes in 10 minutes they're gone. So it's best, instead of having a large order and waiting too long to check out, it's best if you just do right away. So you got 2 items or 3 items, you put in your basket and then you check out. That's your best chance of being able to score these items. So back to what I was saying, I got the shorts twice, so I just asked them if I could just cancel the order, and they said no, I have to just receive the shorts and just return them after. So that's what I'm doing. But those are the things that happen during the archives. Everyone goes crazy. I am peaceful and calm. I'm not feeling stressed or anything, but it's much easier if you have the strategies before you go and buy. So I hope you have a very good luck in the next one. Let me know below if you got anything. I'm very curious to know. So the berry jumper, what is the berry jumper? It's such a hype. This is actually how I got into Sezane. I was watching Dearly Bethany's video and she was talking about this super beautiful piece, versatile, and I think she was wearing like a tan one, like a caramel. She really loves neutrals. And I remember that I looked in, I couldn't find anywhere that berry jumper because it was discontinued. So for many years, I would say since maybe 2018, people have been crazy looking for that jumper, this sweater, and other people are just taking advantage of these people because they have been selling this for so expensive, such an expensive price. I've seen berry jumpers for like $200 on Poshmark on eBay because they knew that it would never go back, but little they knew that it's actually back now. So it was such a hype. I don't know how this started, probably because it discontinued and then everybody wanted all of a sudden. That's FOMO, fear of missing out. And also, I know there was a huge wish list, like wait list, for the sweater to be available again, and then they discontinued. So now the sweater is back and now you can finally get your own. Now let's get started. So today we're reviewing the berry jumper, which is this beautiful classic piece here in black. I got mine in black and also in gray, and I'm sending them back. I'm gonna tell you guys why. So I actually had a berry jumper before, which was this brown one. I actually got this on Poshmark, and I feel like this one is softer than the newer version. I can't really tell if all of them are like this, but when I touch this, it's slightly softer than the black, for example, and the gray as well. So one thing that I noticed about the sizing, which I think is very important, is that the old versions for berry, I actually had the small, and this one is extra small. This small was huge, it was giant, it did not work for me. It just fell like all the time on my shoulders, and I have broad shoulders. So I would say that for the old version, I'm a true extra small. It's perfectly oversized and it has all elements you want on a berry jumper. It has a beautiful V-neck that was not too overwhelming, at least not the extra small. Also, the sleeves were fine, the length was fine, you know, the width, everything was so beautiful, but not on the small. But now, so this is what I wanted to tell you. I got those two in extra small, thinking that those, you know, would work for me, but I feel like they're way too small. And I am comparing for you guys the sizing with my mocha one. So you will see that the sleeves are shorter for the newer version. And also if you compare with the Gaspard, you will notice that the Gaspard is also larger. So just so you guys know, for the Gaspard, I wear extra small for all of them. And I wanted to show you which colors I have. I have this yellow here, which is so cute. They now have a berry jumper in this yellow color. I wonder if it's the same. My very first one was the vintage blue, which I got a while ago. This one's more stretched. So you guys should know that this will stretch a little bit over time. So just make sure you get the right size, because if you get something on your usual size or a size up, it's going to be really huge. The other color that I have is this beautiful sage green, which is so pretty. It's more of a muted green, and I also got this one, which I'm actually going to sell because I don't think this color is flattering on me at all. And this one's slightly more itchy. One thing, oh, and also this, of course, the iris color. I don't think this is sold anymore on the website, but it's one of my favorites. It's beautiful. If I'm not wrong, that was out in August or September maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is beautiful. Just so you guys know, some of them have this kind of button, which is so cute. I love this type. I think it's so much prettier than like this type that I'm wearing. I'm gonna show you guys. This one is also the same, but the yellow one and the iris color actually are different. So you have this type and you have the rounded one. I mean, I like both, but the rounded one just feels a little more special, you know? Now for the composition, I believe the Gaspard and the Berry, they have the same exact composition. They are 37% kid mohair, 37% baby alpaca, and 26% polyamide. So let me see the new version, if there's anything different about it. I really love Berry. I think it's such a staple piece. This one comes with an extra button. 37% kid mohair, 37% baby alpaca, and 26% polyamide. So it's the same exact composition, but one thing you should keep in mind is that some of them are itchier than others. For example, this one does not bother me at all. This one is extremely itchy compared to that. So I can't really say for sure if you're gonna get the itchiest one or not, because I think it's inconsistent in terms of the color you're getting. They are all really beautiful. If I had to pick one, I say it's really hard because they both are beautiful and they have different functions. I feel like if you want a more sexy look, more feminine look, you would go with the Berry because of the V-neck. But it's also, I feel like it's not very suitable for work, for example. I wouldn't feel very comfortable going to work wearing the Berry because it just feels like it's too low, and I don't know. I love it and I think it's beautifully sexy and amazing, such a staple piece. And if you don't have one, I would say you should get one if you like the style, because it's just a very easy piece. But if I had to pick one, I would say the Gaspard, because first, I love this boat neck and it feels a little bit more versatile for the things that I just mentioned. I could wear the Gaspard anywhere, and for the Berry, I just don't feel exactly comfortable, for example, going to work or like to I don't know, church. I don't go to the church, but if you do, I don't think it's the best kind of knit because it really reveals a lot more. One thing you should know about both of them is that you can wear both ways. So you can have this on the front, but you can also wear in the back, which is really cool because it feels like you're wearing two, like you own two sweaters. It just gives you a completely different look, and I love that about it. You can also wear this button up, of course, as a cardigan. I'm not a fan of that look on myself, but it's definitely something that you could do. There's so many ways to wear Gaspard and Berry, so I think they're really a staple piece, and I love that Sezane has made so many colors, and the colors they have are really good. So now Berry you can find in pastel purple, they have yellow, they have a beautiful ecru. They have those two colors that I just mentioned, which are the black and the gray. They also have a beige, a blue, so many colors, and I'm sure there will be so many more coming up. The things I love about these sweaters is that first, they're really versatile. You can wear in so many ways. They come in a huge variety of colors, which is amazing because you can simply pick the neutrals you love, or you can pick the super colorful ones like pastels or just the bright colors, and they have tones like shades for cool tones, for neutral tones, for warmer tones, so it really can suit everybody, and it's a great quality piece. So if you take care of this, I can definitely say that you have this for many years. It's an amazing fabric. It feels really comfortable. Sometimes some of them are a little itchy, but not all of them. And because it's not a bulky piece, it just feels very easy to own. First, storing is not that hard, like those super thick knits that we have, like James jumper, like a keel. So I think it's a really good sweater to have. Also, if you want to layer, it's also a very easy piece to do so, because it's not going to feel too bulky, and it will really keep you warm. Like that material, especially the mohair, it really keeps you warm. Like it's a very warm sweater for the thin fabric that you feel. Like when you look at it, it doesn't feel like it's going to be warm enough, but it really is. So those are my thoughts on these. I wanted to share with you guys what I'm gonna be reviewing soon. I will be definitely reviewing the Theophile Pants, which I recently got, and I also got this Marcelo top along with it. I got the Marc Coat, which I already mentioned to you guys, and I'm very excited, and the Tomboy shirt, which I mentioned. I promised you guys that I would do a wardrobe video, but we had an accident with our bed. The bed broke. I'm gonna tell you guys that next time. It was just such a nightmare. So my bedroom right now, I can't even walk inside because it's really a mess. But I'm going to be working on that very soon so I can bring the wardrobe video for you and reveal my entire knitwear collection. I'm also going to be talking about those beautiful Flora Hoops, which Sezane just released. And I also got a couple of days ago the Amance jumper, which is, oh my gosh, one of the most beautiful knits I've ever got. Like really beautiful, they're beautiful. And the last thing is the Emile jumper. So I think I mentioned that to you guys before. I got this one in the tan color, and I just recently tried this sea green. I think it's sea mist. Oh my goodness, the color is just so gorgeous. It's my color. It's the color that I love the most. It's a perfect shade of green, you know, mixed with blue. It's just really beautiful. So this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give the thumbs up, and also write below about the archives, or about, you know, which pieces you have, if you are team Gaspard or if you're team Beige, which one you like the most, and if you have any of them. I'm very curious to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye.